New numbers released this morning by AAA show an historic rise in the number of deaths from hit-and-run crashes. More than 2,000 people were killed in hit-and-runs in the United States in 2016, the last year on record. And that's an all-time high and a 60% increase from 2009. Kris Van Cleave is in Washington, D.C. with what's behind these troubling new figures. Kris, good morning.
Good morning. Every 43 seconds in the U.S., somebody is involved in a hit-and-run accident. 1 in 5 pedestrian deaths are due to hit-and-runs. AAA believes part of what's driving that surge, particularly in urban areas, is as cities have become more walkable and have been encouraging people to cycle to work, they haven't built infrastructure like this, where there is a divided area for a bike lane that's protected from traffic.
That's a picture of Grandpa.
Cindy Cooper's father, John, was riding his motorcycle when he was struck and killed by a car that ran a stop sign and took off in June of 2007.
We've gone through and we tried to figure out what had happened and how this could have been prevented.
She says the driver who killed her father was a 17-year-old using her cell phone. In 2016, nearly 2,000 deadly hit-and-run accidents claimed a record 2,049 lives. Pedestrians and cyclists make up nearly 65% of those killed by a hit-and-run driver. This dash cam caught the most common type of hit-and-run crash, one that results in property damage. Watch as the driver of this dark-colored SUV sideswipes another vehicle and just keeps on going.
Obvious potential contributing factors might be distraction for pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists alike.
Jake Nelson from AAA.
And also just the fact that as more people are out there walking and biking every day, there are not the infrastructure countermeasures to protect them.
AAA also found research on hit-and-run drivers is limited because those at fault often get away.
Oftentimes we don't know who these hit-and-run drivers are. We only know what we know about the victims.
When the crashes are deadly, some research shows the driver is more likely to be a young male with a prior history of driving under the influence and license suspension and tends to drive an older model car. Studies found drivers who leave the scene are between 2 and 9 times more likely to have been intoxicated at the time of the crash. But Cindy Cooper hopes her story can help change this trend.
Raising awareness is how I feel like we can combat this. It's just going to make that, hopefully, that number to go down.
Now, every state in the U.S. has laws against fleeing the scene of an accident. Colorado and some cities in California have implemented an Amber Alert style system that sends out text and email alerts when there's been a hit and run with a description of that driver. Norah?
All right, Kris, thank you so much.